guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're all doing well. I'm wishing all a wonderful week and I hope that everything is jolly good for you. So for today we are working on a very big family home. Now this was for my legacy family. They have now moved out of here because their children have grown up, but I really wanted to show you guys this build because I absolutely loved building this and I loved playing in it. It's one of those houses that is actually a lot of fun to play in, not just, you know, looking good from the outside. It was actually a lot of fun to play with too, so I really hope you guys like it, and it is available on my gallery if you would like to download it for yourselves. So this particular house at the time I think was for 8 Sims. The family now has 11 children, which is insane. The eldest is a young adult and has her own family, and the youngest has just turned to a toddler, so it's a very broad range of ages, but it's such a brilliant family. I've played this legacy save for a year and goodness how many months, like 4 or 5 months, nearly a year and a half. I think I have played 10 generations. I'm on the 10th gen now. The brand new babies are the 10th generation of this legacy, which is insane, but I absolutely love them. So this is their legacy home. I really enjoyed building this. I really like the world of San Sequoia. I don't particularly build it very often, which I'm not really sure why, but the lighting is a little bit funky in this world, so you have to be very particular about which lots you build on, but this is one of the good ones. For some reason I always build in evening light. I find it works best with the style that I enjoy, so there we are. But yeah, we are building a very big Suburban because I wanted to feel very homely. I am always so indecisive on the colour scheme. Anyone else, I can never decide what I want, and it's just something about like a wooden tone that I just really like, but I ended up changing it so many times. I do believe that it turned out completely different in the end, but you know, it's all trial and error, and that's what's important, is just having fun with it and learning. So anyway, I really love the shape of this house. I just think it's like the perfect size, like big family home. I feel like sometimes you can build and it's a bit too big, you know. But anyway, so we are building with Love Struck windows currently, and we are using the greenhouse kit as well, but I don't know whether I end up using them in the end because they are a little bit difficult to place at times. But yeah, so we are using this really big arched window as well, which I absolutely love, which I do believe is from a kit, but I do use it quite a lot because I just think it's a really nice shape. As you can see, I did some of it off camera because I'm so indecisive about the colour scheme and the window placement, but it all came together in the end and I think it looks really nice. So we do have a black and white theme going, and it is a very big plot of land, so they do have, you know, garden space for the kiddos as well, which I think was one of the main things I liked about this. But funnily enough, I didn't really end up using the garden in this house. I did at times, but it wasn't really like a main focus. Sometimes when I do gameplay, I spend so much of their time in the garden playing and like building and, you know, all that jazz, but for this particular household I didn't actually spend that long in the garden. But you know, if you are the type that likes to spend more time in the garden with your Sims, then it is quite a big plot, so you've got the space for it. I think we did hold a couple of birthday parties here, and in one of them the Grim Reaper showed up because one of the little kids' friends ends up getting what's the word, burnt by the fire. But yeah, wasn't a good time. It definitely was still a fun party, and the kid survived, don't worry, but she did get set alight, which wasn't exactly the most joyous of occasions for the poor children, but at least she lived. The Sims is just one wacky game, it really is. But yeah, so we do end up having quite a lot of bedrooms. I think we end up having like 7 bedrooms, I think. One is a joint bedroom because it's for the twins. I ended up having 2 sets of twins and they were both boy-girl twins, so I did keep the room the same. So the ones in the front of the house are like a double bedroom, so we do have like an archway that kind of links the 2 rooms, which I think is quite cute, to be honest. And then we do have a lot of like kids' bedrooms, and then the left side of the house is the parents' bedroom. So I wasn't really sure what I wanted to put in the right side of the building, which I do struggle with a little bit. If anyone's got any tips of like how to make best use of the space, do let me know. I did have a little bit of trial and error with all of the space downstairs because I usually have quite a big house, as you can tell, and stairs gave me such grief trying to add in some like handrail. In the end, I just ended up covering it with a plant because, I mean, who doesn't do that in the end? There was no solution for it, so I just had to cover it up, unfortunately. But it still functions, and that's the main thing, to be honest. But yeah, I did struggle a little bit with the floor plan downstairs because the right side of the house wasn't really in much use, and I was like, well, you know, I still want to include it because the house looks really nice on the outside, but it was a little bit too much space, so that is definitely something I need to work on as a builder. It's not making them so massive, but I think the problem is that I need a lot of bedrooms, so I always need a lot of upstairs space. But the downstairs, I'm always like, I don't really like putting downstairs bedrooms, but I think that's probably one of the biggest problems, is that I really should, because I do have a lot of empty space that I try and like fill up, but I do struggle with filling up the downstairs a little bit. But anyway, so now moving on to the kitchen. I really like this kitchen. I did actually initially put it in a different room and it really wasn't working, so I ended up putting it in this little nook on the far left of the building, and I think it turned out really nice, and they actually did use this kitchen an awful lot because of course they had 6 kids. Like I said, we do now have 11 children, which is insane, but when we first moved here, I think that all of the like older 6 were living here, so I don't think we had the babies at the time, or maybe I'd moved out the eldest, I'm not sure, honestly. I did build this probably about a month or 2 ago. I'm only now catching up on my home builds because I do build quite a lot. I just don't usually share my home builds because I'm usually recorded apartments for you guys, but like I said to you in my recent videos and some like posts that I've made, I really want to expand my content and I'm really enjoying it. I know my views aren't as great as usual because it's not apartments, but I really hope you guys are liking it. I did have some positive comments yesterday, so thank you to those people. But yeah, I don't want to just post apartments because I am good at building other things other than apartments, and I don't want my channel just to be that kind of content. So I have filmed quite a lot of houses. I just haven't posted them because I didn't really think it was something that you guys were interested in, but I have started posting them again and some of you guys like them. Granted, my views aren't as great as they are with the apartments because you guys absolutely love the apartments and I appreciate that so very much, but I'd like you guys to be able to see my other content, so here we go. So we're now moving on to the main living space. This room is quite big and I was like, how am I going to fit everything in here that I want to, because it's kind of an awkward shape as well. I knew I wanted to put in like a little desk nook in the corner so the parents could kind of like, you know, still be in the same room as the children because they are, well, I think they were quite young at the time, so I wanted them all to feel very like incorporated into one space, you know, and the kids used to play piano all the time, so I did include a piano as well, but I do end up changing this room around a little bit. I do end up putting it a little bit further back, I think. I do swap it out a little bit. I can't remember whether I deleted that clip though, honestly. There's so much footage for this. I had to speed it up so much. It's on like 4.5% sped up because there are so many rooms that I was like, you know, I can't make it ridiculously long. So the fact that we got it down to 25 minutes is a miracle, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so I am now just decorating the lounge. I think that this room is really sweet, and honestly we did use it an awful lot, especially for like parties. We had New Year's Eve parties in this room and a lot of family time, so, and the kids learnt to potty train in this room as well, so just a fun fact for you. So now we're working on the main entry. I am not good at entryways. It's not that I'm bad at it, it's just I don't particularly like doing them and it takes me longer than it should. So yeah, I just kind of shoved a load of shoes in there and was like, well, we'll call it a day. So we do have a lot of shoes and a lot of clutter, which I think turned out cute, and I'm not complaining, but it's just not really an area that I enjoy doing because there's not much creative abilities for these rooms, in my opinion. Maybe other more skilled people would find it easier, but I don't know. I don't particularly like hallways, dining rooms or bathrooms. It's just not really something that I love doing. Kitchens and lounges and bedrooms I love. My friend absolutely hates doing kitchens, which I find really bizarre because I love them, but then she enjoys the things I don't, so it's just, you know, trial and error. You got to work around it. Not everything that you build you're gonna absolutely love to make, but it's just part of the process, and you know, the more you do it, the more you learn, so it has its benefits. But anyway, we're now working on decorating the hallway. Like I said, it's not the fondest, same as bathrooms. When I'm doing the bathroom, I try and speed through the bathrooms quite quickly, but I have found a new toilet, which is my favourite toilet now. We're no longer using Tiny Living, we are using Base Game, funnily enough, which is shocking. I never thought I'd swap out my tiny living toilet for a base game toilet, but here we are. I just think it looks more realistic, so I included it. But yeah, we do end up using this bathroom quite a lot to bathe the little ones because they spend a lot of their time downstairs with the family, and then I never really know what to do with like the extra rooms. Like I said, I don't really like having downstairs bedrooms. I don't really know why. It's just never been something I've really liked doing, unless you've got grandparents living with us, which I don't usually have because I've got so many young kids that I don't really like it, and I don't like having the babies downstairs necessarily. I have been trying to do it a little bit more, but I'm not really fond of it, so I tried to fill this room up as best as I could, tried to make it like a little bit cozy and kind of have like some wine things in the corner from Horse Ranch. I can't think what the word is, you know, those things where you put the wine bottles in, whatever they're called, and you know, have some candles, and it's very chill and cozy, and it turned out really nice. But I didn't really use this room, it was kind of more for a decorative purpose and, you know, just kind of an atmosphere rather than functionality. But anyway, we do also have a skills room, which I do believe I show you in the next clip. Do I? No, I'm now showing you laundry, apparently, and this is why I should look at the clips before I put them all together. But yeah, we're now working on the laundry. I do end up putting in all of the laundry baskets in this room. A little tip for you: put all of the laundry baskets in one room. They'll still, like, even if they go in the bath and they like undress or change clothes or whatever, they'll still like teleport the clothes into the basket wherever they are. So it was like very ideal for me. So I put all of the wash baskets in one room because it was absolutely chaotic having to go upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, downstairs. It was like, oh my goodness. So I put them all in one room and it works. So little tip for you if you didn't already know that. I'm sure you guys do, but I didn't. So anyway, we are now working on the other room downstairs. Now, the mother of this family, her name is Erin, and her husband is Ellis. Their children's names are Noelle, to see if I can remember them now, all 11. Noelle, Tamara, Tamsi, Orla. She's their adopted little girl. She's adorable, even though she's an adult, nearly, but anyway. Serena, Beck, Maribel, Matthias, Brooke, Baden, and Elva. They're all of their children. I love that family, honestly. I have posted reels over on my Instagram if you guys haven't already seen them. It's always that family. They're all blonde currently. I'm trying to venture out with hair colours because they always seem to marry blondes and they're blondes, so we've got some brunettes and some redheads coming in the next gen because there's too many blondes. I need to like calm it down a bit. But the mother of this household is a jewellery maker. She owns her own jewellery store. I love Erin. She is my legacy sim. She's the one that I've kind of like grown from, like, you know, literally thinner. Her parents and their parents and their parents and so on and so forth and what have you, they are all my legacy sims and I'm obsessed with them. So she is the heir, I suppose. And then at the moment I don't really know who my main family is going to be out of the 11 children. The eldest, Noelle, has her own family, and the third eldest is pregnant, so I'm not really sure. Only the 3 eldest are adults, the others are teenagers, children, toddlers. We no longer have an infant, which is heartbreaking because Elva was my baby and now she's a toddler already. She is literally the prettiest little girl ever. She's got blonde hair and blue eyes and she's just super cute. I do find it odd though why people perceive that as like an ideal look, because I absolutely think that like redheads and brunettes and, you know, black hair is just gorgeous. What do you call that? I was trying to think that the other day. You call it a brunette, you call it a blonde and a redhead. What do you call black hair? Just black hair? Like, why doesn't that have a name? Does it have a name and I'm just really stupid and don't know? I don't know. Let me know. But we are trying to have a lot more variety of hair colours and skin tones in my next generation. My adopted daughter in this family is a different race to this family and I absolutely love that. I love that she is completely different to them and she is stunning. Like, she is so pretty, she's absolutely gorgeous. She's a lovely person as well. She's always looking after her siblings when she was younger, and now she's going to have her own family very soon because she's like literally on the verge of aging up into a young adult, and I am so excited to just like live her life, you know. I think she's just fabulous. So if you guys don't already know, like I said, go and check it out over on my Instagram channel. Instagram account. I post reels of them, their daily life, mostly gender reveals to be honest, because they have like a billion children, but I do also post other stuff about them as well, and I have been doing some poses with them, and I'm so excited to show you guys the stuff I've been working on because I have so many poses, like literally like hundreds. It's kind of ridiculous, but I have posted some family photos. If you guys would like to go and see the family that this is for, then they are over on my Instagram. Maybe I'll post a picture of them on here later as well on my community tab in case you guys forget, or you know, just in case you don't have Instagram or something. But yeah, so now moving on to the upstairs. We are working on the bedrooms for the kiddos at the moment. The bedroom you just saw was the parents' room. I know I was yapping, but that was the parents' room. And now this is the son's room. This is Beck's room when he was a child, just aging up into a teenager, and now he's kind of like near on the end of his teen years. He's not quite an adult yet, but almost. It's crazy how fast they grow up, honestly. I love this family so much, and I think when you do legacy gameplay, you become so invested in their life because you've like raised them from babies and their ancestors, and it's much more enjoyable for me personally. I find it really difficult starting new households because I'm just not emotionally connected to them, and I guess that's the same as like when you watch a let's play. When you start off, you're like, I don't really care for it because I don't know them, and you know, you don't really know their personalities and you don't know whether you're going to like them, but once you like get going, then you realise like which characters you like, which ones you don't. Same as a TV show, I suppose. And I think that's why I really enjoy making content, because it is just like making your own TV show kind of, especially when you do content creating. I just absolutely love making reels and let's plays. I really should do a let's play of this family, honestly, but it's my one thing that I do off camera, which I say that they're still on camera. I make reels with them, but I don't film their like daily life because it's kind of like my gameplay time, and I like that I have that as a separate part of my Sims experience, I suppose. I do tend to make a lot of what I do into business things. Whatever I have a hobby in, I try to make a business in it, and don't get me wrong, it's worked out well. Sims is now my job, which is insane. But yeah, it's not easy by any means being a content creator. I think a lot of people like who don't do it think that it's quite an easy job, or you know, lucky them who get to do it, which granted I'm very grateful, but it's not easy. And especially when like I am just a Sims creator. I say I don't play other games, I'm just Sims related, so it's a very specific niche. So if you guys who are still listening, thank you for being here, thank you for sticking around. I really appreciate it. I think that it's just really sweet of you that you love my content, and you know, I've had a lot of you guys who still comment here from the very beginning, and I just really appreciate that, so thank you. But yeah, being a content creator is not easy on like any scale. It's just not. There's a lot of work that goes into every single day just to make pence, basically. Same as streamers work extremely hard, and you know, it's not just talking and having the confidence to talk, it's just, you know, coming up with ideas, being confident enough to put yourself out there, not even just speaking, but you know, your actual work, having the time to film the content, edit it, put it online, promote it, even all that jazz. It is a full-time job. It is really difficult, but it's a lot of fun as well. And it brings a lot of cool opportunities, which I'm so grateful for, and that's what I kind of think sometimes when I'm not down, but like a little bit more like, is it worth carrying on if one of my videos doesn't do too well? Or you know, I think, you know, the things it has brought me, I got to go to concerts as a guest, I got to meet some of like really cool people, artists that I really like through my Sims Instagram account, which is crazy. It's not necessarily Sims, you know, brought it to me, but I kind of like to think that Sims helped along the way. And I got gifted a game of EA just for my efforts of being a content creator, you know, stuff like that, being shared on the Sims account. I'm sure there's other things that I can't think of right now, but a lot of cool things, and I'm just really grateful for it. So thank you all for sticking around and enjoying my content. But with that being said, I am going to end the voiceover here today, guys. There's still 5 minutes left of today's video, but I thought, you know, sometimes it's nice to just listen without me yapping, so I'll leave you in peace. So with that being said, thank you all so very much. I appreciate you, like I've said 1,000 times. Like always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, share it with a friend, turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another speed build / let's play. Thanks guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Play my favorite song right on top. Yeah. And we never stop. Music bumping, we just keep on rolling. Yeah. No, we never stop. Shake, shake, shake your honey till the morning. Let me hear you say I'm ready. Come on, now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star. Let me hear you say I'm ready. Come on, now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star. Yeah, I said I wanna see you slide, slide, slide. I said I wanna see you shine, shine, shine. Tonight, throw that thing from left, right, side to side. Yeah, all my friends are here. Play my favorite song right on time. Ooh, and we never stop. Music pumping, we just keep on rolling. No, we never stop. Shake, shake, shake your honey till the morning. Let me hear you say I'm ready. Come on, now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star. Let me hear you say I'm ready. Come on, now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star. Yeah, I said I wanna see you slide, slide, slide. Yeah, come on now, now, now. I said I wanna see you shine, shine, shine. I wanna see ya. I wanna see you. So let me hear you sigh. I said I wanna see you slide, slide, slide. I said I wanna see you shine, shine, shine. Let me hear you say I'm ready. Come on, now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star. Let me hear you say I'm ready. Come on, now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star. You're gonna be a tough act to follow, and you better believe it. Just take a bite and see that it's gonna be too much to swallow. You better believe it. Yeah, I got one more trick, but you're gonna be a tough act to follow, to follow. All the people wanna go with desire, like the streaming with a fish in the ocean. Stay away, never come under fire. They will never ever show an emotion. I never dreamed of getting in the action. Life moves with all the surprises. I never dealt with chemical reactions. It comes down to this step. You're gonna be a tough act to follow, and you better believe it. trying hard to keeping up with the Joneses. Everything is kind of trouble and purpose. And you're lying in a bed of roses. I never dreamed of getting in the action. Life moves